Any work that I create, I want the observer or the viewer or the collector to be proud to be human, to know that we, from all cultures, all ages, all eras, have created and have the capability to create great things and to share that and talk about it and make conversation about it. Welcome back. Super excited to be making this video. In this video, I'll be presenting further developments on the preservation of Maya hieroglyphic script. Little by little, what I'm about to present to you has been materializing bit by bit over the years. I began learning about Maya hieroglyph in my senior year of high school in 2015. It is only until after my graduation that I truly began to delve deep into the mysterious world and the complex world of our American Indian ancestors. You know, with amazing tools such as the internet, I was able to learn about events, dates, and important moments in history that I was not aware of prior to my graduation. Honestly, it was a very dramatic and a somewhat ideological point of view and frustration that I had with the education system that hadn't taught me about where I came from and who I was as an individual. We all know the very famous quote, "Understand where you come from and know where you will go." You find moments in history and architectural works and cities like Tikal, Uxmal, you know, the stela and the big stones that were carved at Quiriguá, and the intricate, beautiful Tzakwali pyramids of Uxmal. And you're introduced to all this information, the Dresden Codex, the Florentine Codex. And you know, when I started learning about all these complex and mysterious things about my specific, you know, I guess ethnic background, I was kind of shocked. Fast forward about 9 years after high school, I had absorbed all this information, all these true events in history presented by Bernard de Castillo in his book, or, you know, in the very own letters of Cortez to King Charles in Spain. And all this information I would share with people, but nobody seemed to care. It is only after 4 years after making this very own channel that I began to feel a hunger from a global community of people that were interested in true history of the Americas, and also in languages such as Maya and Maya calligraphy and hieroglyph. I want to present to you guys the Teotl Collection. The Teotl Collection is a 260-piece set of unique individual one-of-one artworks. If you're familiar with Maya astronomy, you know that 260 is a clear reference to the 260-day count calendar produced and developed by the ancient American Indian ancestors. Now, the utmost priority of the Teotl Collection is to preserve, document, and further continuing to develop Maya hieroglyph into the modern technological era of today, but to do so in a visually stunning and aesthetic beautiful way. What the blockchain has done the past few years and months is to allow certain creators and individuals to present themselves and their work into a form that they feel is best, into a form that represents them well. We need to make the best of the past and of the present. We have greatness in all cultures from the past, such as this. Little things like this make me happy. But we also have greatness in the present and the future. We need to use the tools like the internet, the blockchain to our best advantage. You know, whether you're descendant of or not, whether you're in a different continent, I want to have this information accessible to be viewed by anyone that comes across it. 260 is also an indirect reference to my own age at the time of its genesis. Cave Paintings is book 1 of the collection. Within it are 26 individual one-of-one artworks that embody various states of culture, along with experiences from the artist and the protagonist. More information will be told within the next videos. In this collection, I begin to tell a story of a worldview that potentially would have been overlooked. But with the power of the blockchain, we have the capability to represent ourselves in our message, as I said, in a manner that we feel is best. I hope to captivate the minds of individuals that are aware of the importance of history, language, and most importantly are aware of the greatness of humanity, past and present. We hear stories about how the Hebrew script, you know, was at one point not used. It was developed and it was completely forgotten about, but it was reawakened in a way. And I hope to do something similar like this with Maya hieroglyph. The Teotl Collection, up until the 260-piece is a living, breathing, evolving work of art, of historical art. Various individual pieces within the collection notably reference historical documents, events, and dates in the story of humanity, perhaps events even occurring after the creation of Book 1. The individual pieces adjoin the attention of our observers into a single body of work to display the finest characteristics of humanity from different eras. But of course, maintaining the preservation and development of Maya hieroglyph at the forefront. Some notable references found within the artworks will include, but are not limited to, original Mexican works of architecture, such as the Pavillon du Mexique in Paris, France, at the Exposition Universelle in 1889. Will also include references to historical documents produced before, during, and after the conquest of Mexico Tenochtitlan, such as the Florentine Codex of 1545, produced by various American Indian nobles, students, and of course of Friar Bernardino de Sahagún. Also referenced is the infamous Colloquium of 12, which was an in-depth discourse between 12 Spanish friars and 52 American Indian Tlamatini of North America at the time. This document in this conversation allowed both colliding worlds to converse and ask each other questions and conversation to really develop, to really understand the worldview and the perspectives of each. I also want to bring attention to great moments in history, such as the explorations by Europeans, such as John Lloyd Stephens and Frederick Catherwood, leading to well-known works of art, such as Incidents of Travel in Central America, Chiapas, and Yucatan, this work being made in 1841. In essence, I am bringing attention to these moments in history to retell the story of our cultures and of our humanity. As I stated, over the years, this collection has begun to materialize bit by bit, and I couldn't be more excited to present a complete and a concrete work of art that I will be able to share with you guys, to all my 180 subscribers that I have on this channel currently. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. We find ourselves in this moment in time of the history of technology, that is, in the era of information in which you are hearing this very text. The fifth son of humanity is once again our time to create, grow, and evolve. We exist here within this era of hidden information being unveiled before our own eyes. This is the era of creation opposed to destruction. He carried light in his veins. The Teotl Collection, Book 1, Cave Paintings. Thank you so much, guys. I'm so excited to present this information and this video to you guys. In the next videos that I make, I will be giving a behind the scenes view, an in-depth view of the importance and the meaning of each individual artwork that will be composed of Cave Paintings Book 1 of the Teotl Collection. I'm so excited, and thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Hieroglyphic script. Take 5,000. Take 260.